All right. Welcome back to the Daily Mastermind. George Wright III here with your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and education. Boy, I hope your week is off to a good start. Yesterday we talked about creating your ultimate destiny, and we went through the 10th strategy. But today, what I want to do, I want to give you just a little checklist that'll help you to start taking control in your life. I want to give you 9 ways that you can start taking control, because at the end of the day, you are the CEO of your life. You're the boss. But if you don't take control, what could happen is pretty quickly your life is running you. You're not running your life. So I want to give you 9 tips today. I want you to take these, put them down, put them in notes. I'm going to put these in the notes section of this show as well. And before I get started on those, I want to ask you to do me a favor. I want to ask you to share this podcast with those people that you feel might benefit. I don't do any ads on the show. I don't do any sponsors, but I do ask that you share the show. That helps us to grow it. And so if you do me that favor, I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the world to me. And so let's get right into this. 9 ways to start taking control in your life. The first way is to take care of yourself. Look, it's going to be a lot easier for you to be positive when you're eating right, you're exercising, you're getting enough rest. You've got to put your own oxygen mask on before you put on others. And so that's one of the most important things, is to take good care of yourself. Number 2, remind yourself of the things that you're grateful for. This is back to having that gratitude practice in your life, because stresses and challenges don't seem quite as bad when you're constantly reminding yourself of the things that are going right. Just take 60 seconds a day and stop and appreciate the good things. It's going to make a huge difference in your life. Make it one of your daily rituals. Number 3, look for the proof instead of making assumptions. We talked a little bit about this with emotions yesterday, but a fear of not being liked or accepted sometimes leads us to assume that we know what other people are thinking. But our fears are usually not reality. If you have a fear that a friend or a family member's bad mood might be based on something you did, or maybe a coworker is gossiping about you, don't just turn your back. Speak up and ask them. Don't waste your time worrying about things that you might have done unless you have proof that there's something there to worry about. Don't waste your time speculating. Number 4, refrain from using absolutes. Now, I'll admit I've struggled with this a little bit as well. But look, have you ever told a partner you're always late, or you never do this, or you always do that? Thinking and speaking in absolutes, like always and never, makes situations worse sometimes. And it programs your brain into believing that certain people are incapable of delivering the way you expect them to, or the way they should, or whatever it is. So refrain from using absolutes. Number 5, detach from negative thoughts. You've got to learn that you're going to have negative thoughts. Your thoughts can't hold power over you, though, if you don't judge them and hang on to them. If you notice you're having a negative thought, just detach from it. Step back, witness it, and don't hang on to it. Attaching to negative thoughts and becoming part emotionally of that thought is what really holds you back. And you can gain more control if you just step back and let them go. Number 6, squash the ants. You've heard me talk before about Dr. Daniel Amen in his book, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. And, he talks about ants, which are automatic negative thoughts. These are the bad thoughts that you're usually reactionary about, right? Like, those people are laughing at me. They must be talking about me. Or the boss wants to see me. It must be bad. When you notice a thought and you notice an automatic negative thought, realize that it's nothing more than an ant, and just squash it. Get rid of it. Get rid of automatic negative thoughts, because the more you train your brain to interrupt that, the more, the neurons wire together, right? So recognize those automatic negative thoughts and get rid of them. Number 7, increase your social activity. If you want to take control of your life, you've got to increase your social activity and decrease loneliness. Surround yourself with healthy, happy people, and utilize the positive energy that'll help you in your life by surrounding yourself with more social, positive, interactive, day to day. And I think that this is something that a lot of people struggle with nowadays, because a lot of people are really caught up in, being online, being, in their digital devices. You've got to learn to monitor your phone time, monitor your screen time. I'm not talking about increase your social media activity. I'm talking about your social people activity. You've got to increase your social activity, and that'll help you to be a much more engaging person, a more relevant person, and a more real person in your life. That will help you to take, more control over your life in general. Now, in addition to doing that with your social activity, number 8 is volunteer for an organization or help other people. See, everyone feels good about helping. And a lot of times our challenges we have when we get stuck in our life is that we are too focused on ourselves. And you can volunteer your time, your money, your resources, but the more positive energy you put into the world around you, the more you're going to receive in return. And it'll come back tenfold. But sometimes the best recipe for getting unstuck and taking control of your life, your business, your situation, is to just get outside yourself and start to work on helping other people. Service, volunteer, your time, money, resources, whatever it is. All of these things getting outside of yourself will help you to get unstuck. And the 9th suggestion that I have for you to take control of your life, especially if you're stuck, is to use a pattern interrupt. If you find yourself ruminating, basically, or stewing on things, a great way to stop this is to interrupt the pattern and force yourself to do something completely different. Sometimes it's just getting up and going for a walk. But ruminating is like hyper-focusing on something that's negative, and it's never productive because it's not rational or solution-oriented. It's just excessive worrying. So that's another way of saying if you worry too much. So try changing your physical environment. Go for a walk, sit outside, go exercise, take a break. You can always call a friend, pick up a book, turn on some music. I find that there's a lot of different things that I do if I want to change. And Brendon Burchard talks a lot about this in his book, is to really reset and reorganize your thoughts and set an intention for what you're working on. And if you've been doing it for a while and you feel like you're getting stuck in a thought pattern, you've got to just stop and use a pattern interrupt and change your environment, change your focus for a little bit. And, when it comes to, the corporate world, protocol is pretty much religion. So to know the things needed to do are in order to get unstuck or in order to move forward with your life, or basic productivity is a really powerful tool for you. It makes up everything that you're going to be able to accomplish in your life if you can learn to take control and start to direct your efforts and get unstuck. And so, to get little things under control, whether it's stress or worry or problems or circumstances, these are 9 suggestions that I believe can really help you to do that. So let's review them one more time. Number 1, take good care of yourself. Number 2, remind yourself of the things you're grateful for. Number 3, look for proof instead of making assumptions. Number 4, refrain from using absolutes. Number 5, detach from negative thoughts. Number 6, eliminate automatic negative thoughts, ants. Number 7, increase your social activity. Number 8, volunteer or service of anyone, anything outside of yourself. Number 9, use pattern interrupts. These are the types of things that are going to help you to take control in your life. I hope that gives you some great suggestions. And if you're falling into any of these patterns that we've talked about, do what you can this week to kind of make some changes with those. Write them down. Get a gratitude practice. Focus on positivity and surrounding yourself with the right people. All of these things I know will make a major difference for you. And I hope those are some thoughts that'll help you. That's my message for today. I hope you have an amazing day. Share this podcast and hit me up on the Daily Mastermind at Facebook or Instagram and let me know what I can do to help you. Let me know how you're doing and where you're winning. Look forward to talking with you more throughout the week. Have a great day.